This hour, that Berkeley thug, well, just got the worst news of his life after President Trump gave the order that he fears. And he just went before the judge. We've got the video of him leaving the courtroom. We'll show you that in a moment, but first let's get some of the background and the latest on this story. Jim Hoft, the Gateway Pundit, reports that the Berkeley assault victim Hayden Williams, a Leadership Institute field representative who was being punched on the UC Berkeley campus, told Sean Hannity that he will be pressing charges against the thug Zachary Greenberg. Take a look.
It's an assault. Right. Do you plan on pursuing this to the full extent of the law?
Of course. I mean, that's really the only way we can hold these people accountable is by, first and foremost documenting these incidents as they happen. And that's really one thing we teach at Leadership Institute is just try to record everything and don't retaliate, because the left will use anything they can to try to distort the facts. I'm glad the Berkeley Police Department was able to hold this guy in custody, and hopefully we'll be able to hold him accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, Greenberg harassed and brutally assaulted Hayden Williams. This is the guy here, Greenberg. He harassed and brutally assaulted Hayden Williams on the UC Berkeley campus. As previously reported, the violent leftist attacking the Turning Point activist who was simply out there recruiting for their chapter at UC Berkeley last Thursday at Upper Sproul Plaza. The assault captured on video, posted to Twitter by Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty bad. Take a look.
Jesus Christ. What?
I'm with you. Yeah. Fuck. You won this fight. I'm with you. Put your hands on me again, motherfucker. Racist little difference, bitch. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
That was brutal. That was brutal. Now, before the three felony assault charges were announced, President Trump invited the Berkeley assault victim Hayden Williams on stage at CPAC and told Williams to sue the pants off of that thug Zachary Greenberg. Also, sue Berkeley and sue the state. It was a beautiful moment. Remember this?
Including online and including on campus. And by the way, there's a young gentleman with us today. There's a young gentleman. I turned on my television the other day, and I saw somebody that was violently punched in the face. Violently punched. And I said, that's disgusting. By a bully, I'd like to do a lot of things, but of course we would never do that. Because if I ever said violence, they would say, Donald Trump attacked. No, no, no. Just for the media, I'm sure he's a lovely young man. Just had a little temper tantrum. I've been there before with those people. I don't want to do it again. So, the man's name is Hayden Williams. Where's Hayden? Where is he? Where is he? Hayden, come up here, please. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. So, at the Leadership Institute, we're committed to making campuses great again, and I thank you so much for bringing me up here to let me speak. It's great that I'm being recognized, and but there's so many conservative students across the country who are facing discrimination, harassment, and worse if they dare to speak up on campus. So I'm glad that we could bring this to the forefront. And I'd just like to say, if these socialist progressives had their way, they would put our Constitution through the paper shredder in a heartbeat. So, it's as important now than ever to work at Leadership Institute and campus reform, exposing these liberal abuses to the public. It's as important now as ever. And these students do it because they have a love of our nation and freedom and frankly a love for you, Mr. President. So if you keep defending us, we'll keep defending you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay here for a second. So here's the one thing. I was going to call him, but I don't have to now. I see him here. But here's the one thing. I learned a number of things. First of all, he could take a punch. Muhammad Ali could take a punch. He can take a punch. Because you weren't going to go down no matter how. That was a hell of a hard punch. He was a strong guy. But you know what? You've got yourself a great lawyer. I know your lawyer. She is a great lawyer. Just tell her to do me a favor. Sue him, but he's probably got nothing. But sue him forever. But sue the college, the university. And maybe sue the state. Ladies and gentlemen, he took a hard punch in the face for all of us. Remember that. He took a punch for all of us. And we can never allow that to happen. And here is, in closing with Hayden, here's the good news. He is going to be a very wealthy young man. That's okay. Go get him, Hayden.
Go get him, Hayden, and he certainly is. And, you know, here's the thing, like, no weapon formed against him shall prosper. And that's exactly what's happening in this situation. Okay, you got this leftist thug doing a sucker punch at Berkeley. Now we'll show you the video clip of him and his lawyer leaving court, and there's a statement given here. But think about this. This guy goes ahead, he sucker punches Hayden at Berkeley. Hayden now has been able to go on Fox. He's getting news coverage here. He gets to go on stage with the President of the United States and really make a bigger issue out of this. And now the President is about to sign an executive order to reinforce free speech on campuses and to penalize universities if they don't allow it by holding back research money, federal research money. Now, the Washington Times has reported that Zachary Greenberg, he's 28 years old. He's now been charged with 3 felonies: felony assault, felony battery, and felony criminal threats for his alleged attack. And just moments ago, Greenberg emerged from his court hearing with his lawyer, Elena Coopersmith, where he pleaded, you ready for this? He pleaded not guilty. Take a look.
Mr. Greenberg or counsel, any thoughts at this time about the punch and the charge? I know you pleaded not guilty. Anything you want to say for yourself at this point?
You could direct the microphones my way.
Is there anything you can say?
Well, I've just gotten the case, or this investigation is beginning, but I can make a few remarks. Mr. Greenberg is a 28-year-old man. He was using the library at UC Berkeley to study. He has a clean record. I realize that many people observing this case are interested in constitutional freedom. And I would remind them one important constitutional freedom is the presumption of innocence, due process of law, due process in a courtroom.
I should point out that the left doesn't believe in that anymore. Remember Kavanaugh? Remember that?
Not on social media or the internet. With those remarks, I have no further comments at this time. Thank you very much.
Was he a student at? He was using the library. Is he a student?
He is not a student at UC Berkeley. He is a student elsewhere.
Can you say, was he a former either doctoral researcher or some kind of employee at Cal prior to the current status?
I do not know the answer to that at this time.
And can you tell us about this motion? Why you wanted it sealed? Why you wanted the probable cause statement sealed?
Not at this time.
Okay. Any other? I mean, obviously this was caught on video, widely spread.
Did Hayden, incite your client? Is this going to be like a self-defense or heat of passion? We're not talking about 192, but was he incited to do what he allegedly did, and is that a defense?
It would be premature for me to answer a question like this about the substance of the case. At this time, I've just received the evidence from the DA 5 minutes ago.
And
Thank you very much.
can you describe the character of your client, of Zachary?
And there he goes. The walk of shame. If you ask me, this guy belongs in prison for a very long time. Antifa scum. Antifa scum all the way. Now, according to the Daily Caller, the victim, Hayden Williams' attorney, Harmeet Dillon, was not surprised by the guilty plea. Assuming by the not guilty plea. Dillon said that Greenberg was ordered not to contact Williams as not allowed within 100 yards of UC Berkeley's campus. So what do you think that this scumbag's his punishment should be? I mean, 3 felonies. That's quite a few years in prison. I'm sure he'll find a lot of fun there, right? Comment below with your thoughts. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi. Thanks for sticking around. You know, the New England Patriots aren't the only Patriots declaring victory. Our Patriot-in-Chief, Donald J. Trump, has a few victories of his own to celebrate. Record low unemployment, the stock market reaching its highest level ever, the first major tax reform in over 30 years, and the lowest jobless claims since 1973. That's 46 years. Now that's worth celebrating. Yes, and that is exactly what Noble Gold has done. They have commissioned a limited run of these stunning President Trump 2020 Freedom Coins, both in 999 silver and 24 karat gold. These are beautiful. And best of all, they are IRA or 401k rollover compliant. Okay, it's got this beautiful display case. You can display it in your home, along with the certificate of authenticity. I got one here. I got actually 392 of 10,000. So this is a really unique item. Now, I know the last ones have sold out. If you want a touchdown on these, you better start running. Hit the website TrumpCoin2020.com right now and secure yours.